Hello, hello. Yeah. So, we're just gonna keep it real honest, real cute, okay? I definitely I have been trying to do like vlogging. And the thing is that I realize like the editing process of a full-on vlog it's more than what my bandwidth can handle at this point in time in my life. And what's crazy is this morning I was like, yeah, I'm gonna vlog, I'm gonna do a voiceover, and literally I'm trying to do my video in the rough edits of editing my vlog. I'm just like so over it, and I am tired of sleeping on myself, and also just I'm tired of, it's not even just sleeping on myself because I do try, but I do so much during the day that typically around this time, it's like 6 o'clock, my battery is drained. And I'm a mom of a toddler that I homeschool, I take care of, I have the house to take care of, I have my other child to take care of, I have my husband to take care of, I have myself to take care of, and typically I just don't have enough energy to create. But I am still like, I still have this burning desire to create something, and not even just a desire, it's just within me to be creative. I love crafting, I love to do art, reading, and I just, over time of just life, motherhood, all those things, I had stopped doing some of those things. So I'm like fighting for that. And I was thinking to myself today, like, I need to make the time, like make the time, put it in my schedule or, whatever. And we did. And like I said, 6 o'clock, like I'm still in the rough edits, and I started to feel very over it. And I just know myself at this point that if I continue and I don't pick it up tomorrow, I'm not going to pick it up, because like we went on a whole trip, a family trip, and I have tons of footage, and I just have not gotten to the point of finishing the rough edits, just to have that time to just sit and focus on that, because there's so many other things in my life at this point that I'm trying to focus on. So yeah, so that I do not lose this momentum, I made a point. I said, no, Tuesdays, that's going to be my content day. I want to do this video so bad, so I'm going to do it just so I can say that I did it. And because it's really for me, at the end of the day. But yeah, so if you're still here, you're still watching, welcome to my channel. My name is Jada. I am currently 29. A lot of what I feel has been on my heart to talk about is just my journey to 30. That's where I'm at today in this moment, at this time. And this morning I was communing with spirit, and I was just like, okay, what is something that I should talk about today? And the one thing that came to me was intentionality, being more intentional about just my life, or just to talk about it in general, but from my perspective. And we're just rolling, okay? There's no scripts. Because I just can't. I just don't have the mental capacity right now at this time. I just don't. But it's okay, because we're still going. We're still doing it. But while I do it, at the very least, I wanted to do a little skincare routine, because I am about to just start to shut it down. I'm very tired today. So I'm going to do my face and then get in the shower and just relax. Peace out for the night. But yeah, this is what I'll be using. This is all from Dollar Tree, by the way. Okay, super simple. This is a Smooth and Lift collagen facial serum. And we have glass, there we go. It's all, oh yeah, there. This is their glass Skin Glow collection. And this is it's like, it's just hard for me to read because it's fluorescent, but it's Niacinamide Serum for smooth, radiant, dewy skin. This is a hydration, so I could probably I'll be putting it on at the after my shower. But I'll do a cleanse, and then oh, this says exfoliate and then a cleanse. Yeah, so this is afterwards. So I would do a cleanse, and then I'll put this exfoliate aha treatment essence afterwards. And while I'm in the shower, I will be using this face mask, Spa Essentials Element Essence Facial Mask with collagen, kombucha, and white willow bark. This is for Earth. Was it Earth signs? I'm not an Earth sign. Okay, I'm a water sign. I just picked up like all the different ones, and this is my last one. So, oh, you know what? And it is so perfect because actually my rising is, I'm not rising. My moon is a Capricorn, and look at that. She's right there. Everything happens for a reason. So I'm gonna put that on at the end of while I'm in the shower. But oh, yeah. So intentionality. Right now where I'm at in my life of, like I said, 29, journey to 30, I'm now in a place where I am wanting to be just more intentional. I feel like in my 20s, I was really just kind of like in this going, I'm not going to say going with the flow of life, because I'm now feeling like I'm going with the flow of life and understanding life. But in my 20s, I just felt like life was just happening and I was just adapting. And I just wasn't, I would try to be intentional, but I wasn't consistent in my intentionality. And I just was like doing shit, like just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks and seeing what felt right. And, you know, because you're just trying. You mean like, you're a young adult. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give myself grace on that and not be like, oh, my 20s were crap. But, you know, it's just, because it wasn't. It wasn't full. Like, when you really look at it, it's like, it's not all that bad. But, you know, lessons are lessons. But anyway, I'm now, though, in a place of like, especially now that I'm a mom of two. Just a little background on me. I got married at the age of like, I think I was like 20. Oh no, I was 22. Yeah, I was 22, but that was the year I turned 23. So I got married, and we got married, graduated, and had our son right after. Like all within the same like a few weeks. It's freaking nuts. But yeah, that's why I say it was wild. But we're still here. Um, but yeah, like, you know, life happens, you know what I mean? And so I just wasn't, I don't feel I was being super intentional about where I was going because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. Like, there are people today who just know and they stick with it, and that is great for them. But for me, like, I was just doing different things, and I was really kind of just chasing money, and which landed me like in like business. Like, I was a loan officer at one point, and but I was just like chasing money, but I also was like, oh, I don't really want to be like, it wasn't for me, you know. And then I got laid off, and so then it was like, well, what do I do now? And that's why, like, those who like know me, like, I got my dream corporate job working for the government, and then, you know, the orange man gets in office and changes things. And what worked for us with having a toddler at home that we were just like, you know, kind of bouncing, um, It just didn't work out like for like daycare wise, for full-time daycare at the time. So, we took a step back, and since then I've just been like going with the flow of life, you know what I mean? Because shit happens. But anyway, as far as like I was saying, being just more intentional, it's just like moving with a plan. Like I took this time that I just call it my sabbatical off of work, or yeah, corporate, and just to figure out like what it is that I want. You know what I mean? And through that time, it's been just like very eye-opening. I'll say that. Let me make it real quick. Like rediscovering who I am, my own heart's desires, what it is that I want in life, and what it is that I originally wanted in life. Because, like, when life happens, especially so soon, and you can't really figure yourself out, um, you're kind of stripped away from that because you have responsibilities at this point, right? And so during this time, I was like, you know what, actually, before I was in my like alpha female, because to be in a corporate environment, and especially in certain, like, especially like sales or anything, negotiations, there's a type of energy that you gotta have. You can't be super soft. And so, with me coming home, I had to get back on my, I don't know, like that feminine energy, like that nurturing energy, like being with my daughter full time, like cooking meals. Like I was already cooking meals before that, but like just being intentional with our space, being more intentional with our meals instead of just like making something quick. Like, oh, okay, vegetables. Of course, we have vegetables, but like the certain ingredients and all the things. Just being a little bit more, like I say, intentional about what I eat, intentional about like our activities, intentional about just relationships too. Because I realized during my time, like in my 20s, I was just like, I was literally filling cups, filling cups, and not filling the right cups. There we go. Okay, filling all the other cups except the right ones, the ones that needed to be filled, And what I mean by that is like, especially in relationships, giving time to people who at the end of the day don't give two fucks about you. You know what I mean? At the end of the day are not going to be the ones to like hold you down. At the end of the day are not going to be there, or not going to be there for the long term. We're just there for right now. You know what I mean? And even then, like, filling cups of like, work relationships, trying to, show up for everybody else other than the people around me. You know what I mean? Or just like, and it's not even to say that I wasn't showing up at all, but it's like I could do more because now that I've cut off or have been cut off or whatever, losing shit left and right at this point, and it's really okay. Well, friendships, I'll say that. But I think we're good. We're mellowed out there. But here I am being intentional in certain areas that did not serve me. And so now it's like, okay, what is it that I want? And like I said, as far as like being intentional for my 30s, my health, my wellness, my family is a priority. Being intentional. What did I say? What my general self, okay? was that wellness, I guess. But at the end of the day, that's just where I'm at right now. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, it really is okay. We're really just figuring out, like, nobody has answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. You know? Like, no one really truly has the answers. Everybody's just figuring it out. So that's just where I'm at. And that's just like at least one of the lessons that I learned on this journey to 30. So we're just gonna like, is that the end? Yeah, that's the end. So at the very least, I did my video. I'm gonna work on my thumbnail, and we're just gonna leave it there. And yeah, I'm gonna make this a Tuesday thing at the very least, Tuesday Sunday thing, because I definitely gonna do a Sunday. But yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed, or maybe got something, or maybe resonated. If you resonated with anything that I said, or you understand for sure, like, life really just be life and you understand just like, with the 30s and the 20s and whatever, you know what I mean? Like, definitely leave me a comment below. And until next time, see ya. Quick sidebar though, I froze my what is it? What am I drinking? Cabernet. Yeah, I'm drinking Cab, and I froze it, and I put some fruit in it, and it's so good. It's one of them days. I'm glad I just did that. I'm telling you, it's one of them days. I realized I cut off first before even putting this thing on my face. Lord. How do you even... But also though, what I am planning to do for this channel, I'm just making this my little social media, just a space where I'm sharing my thoughts and creative ideas, whatever comes to mind. That's just where we're at right now. Very low expectations, okay? We are in the beginning stages and we're just gonna see how it goes. But like I said, I cannot sleep on myself and my potential. And yeah. Like, I just want to follow my dreams. Like, I don't want to feel like, oh, I'm too old. You know what I mean? Like, or I was talking to my brother yesterday and I was like, I feel like my time, like, maybe it passed, for certain things. And it's like, no. Because it's not that I'm not trying. Like, that's the thing. Like, I am trying. I'm trying my best. But I'm trying my best in, like, a lot of areas of my life. And so when there's an area that I'm not necessarily doing so hot in, or I'm not able to go 100%, I feel like I'm failing. And it's like, no, you're not. Like, you don't have the time that you did when you were 20. You don't have the freedom that you did when you were, 21. You don't have even just the free space that you had at freaking 25. You know what I mean? Like, all that slowly goes away. Because, like, my time is split in other directions. And it's not even like I'm not trying to, like, complain or whatever. It's just life. And I feel like a lot of women go through this. So, like I said, we're just trying our freaking best. Like, it is what it is. I can't. But yeah, if you like anything at all, you vibe with me, you want to support me, you want me to keep on going, definitely like, share, subscribe. And until next time, farewell.